Hello everyone. So in today's lesson, we will learn advanced math. I'm covering 30 questions and also you all different strategy. When we can use Desmos or when you can do quickly in your head. And so stay up to end. Also, I'm taking these questions from Khan Academy, College Board, Question Bank, and some questions I created. So stay up to end and make sure you have notebook and pen so you can take good notes. All right, so let's start. All right, so here we have question number 1. We have given is function here. It is quadratic because we have here power 2 and also it says here. So first thing you can think about quadratic function, your graph is parabola, right? Like this or like this. Think about that. In the XY plane, we don't need to read all these things. We have keyword is intersect, x-axis. What does that mean? If you have this graph, right? What is your x-intercept right here? That is your point we are looking for. It says points are 0, 0 and t 0. What is the value of t? So we are looking for t value here, x value. You can just simply enter in calculator and get your answer. So let me show you how to. So we know also we can draw graph. Wherever my graph cross on x-axis, that is my x-intercept. So we have 2 points. See, first one already they give you in a question 0, 0. Second one says t0 means t is 8. So this question here, you can just solve in equation in second. That's it. All right, so you can see here, your answer is choice B. Let's see second one. Again, we have quadratic. So we have quadratic function power 2. We have keyword is minimum value. What does that mean? We can see my A is positive, right? We don't have any sign that means it's positive 1. Leading coefficient is positive. So my graph opens up, right? We don't know where my graph is, but only thing we can see, graph opens upward. So this is minimum point, right? That's what we are looking for. That's keyword. Now it says we will get x and y coordinate. What coordinate we are looking for, x or y? It says what is the minimum value? That means we are looking for y coordinate. Again, we can just enter this equation in a calculator and get your answer. So let's see here. We can just remove this. We can delete, or you can just come up here and delete all. So keep safe side. All right. So let's see. We have second equation we have. I will just get you right here. So now we can just draw graph. But look at this, we cannot see our graph. So we have to play around. You can do zoom in, zoom out. And you can see here is number 2304. My graph is open up, remember? So I will just look at my graph above here somewhere. Let's see. Oh, yes, here it is, right? So what we are looking for now, you can do zoom out so you can see exact point. Look at this. Yeah, if you will click right here, see, that is my point. That is here value we are looking for, 24,1728. So that's it. That's what we are looking for. So again, we found x is 24 and 1,720. What was that? 28. So we have 28. So our answer is 1,728. So remember, when we have quadratic function and we need to find minimum or maximum, that's your keyword. We are looking for vertex, okay? All right, next one we have the function f is defined by this is exponential function because we can see we have exponent is variable. What is the y-intercept? That's your keyword, y-intercept. So whatever your graph, right, you will get something like this, wherever your graph is. y-intercept, that means where my graph crosses on y-axis, that is y-intercept. So x must be 0 and you will get some value. Or you can just plug in x is 0 here. Now look at this. We can see that is your y equal -8 times 2 to power 0 plus 22. What does this mean? If we have 0 power with any base, answer is always 1. So -8 times 1 plus 22 is what? We will get -8 plus 22 is 14. So that's your answer. But let me show you on calculator as well. Okay, so we have here is this. So I'm gonna just delete this and paste that equation here. I cannot see my graph here, right? So let's see, we have to play with this. You can just do zoom in, zoom out. I can see my graph is right here. Look at this, and then you can do zoom out. We know my graph. I will just check on y-axis what is that point is. See, here is -0.02. We are not looking for that value. X must be 0. So here it is. So make sure where x is 0, that is your y-intercept, 14, right? So either way you can do it. If you know exponent property, this space, you know, then just do it in your head. It's like it will take second, right? All right, let's see number 4. Whenever we have graph is given, here is quadratic. Again, we have parabola. So whenever we have given is graph, I will not worry about anything first point. I will just check label. On x-axis, we have time in seconds. In y-axis, we have height above ground in meters. So whatever coordinate they have here, see now I will check my main question. I will not worry about anything of this. What is my main focus is which statement is best interpretation of this point, right? So what we can see here, this point is right here, 1 and 4.8. So we have here, that's 1 second, and this unit is meter. What does that mean? In 1 second, height, ball, or whatever thing they give you, height above the ground, 4.8 meters. So you just match this unit, right? X coordinate is 1 second. So let's see here. It says 1 second here and 4.8 meters. So let's check this option here. See, you can check. See, that's not second. That's definitely not that answer. Here, meter, not an answer. Here, both are meter. That's not answer. Also, you can eliminate like that. And that's it. And that makes sense as well. 1.0 second after being launched, the ball height above ground is 4 meters. So you match this unit. That's it. All right, let's see number 5. The function f is defined by, so we have given this function where a and b are constant. What means of constant? We all know that means any number. It could be any number. In the xy plane, the graph y equal f of x has x-intercept. Again, we have keyword x-intercept. We have already. And y-intercept, we have already. Then what we are looking for? What is the value of b? So what we can do, we can just plug in. Whenever they give you points, plug in given function, right? So it says f of x equal a to power x plus b. We can see x is 2 and y is 0, right? So 0 equal a to power x plus b, right? Let's see second one. We can plug in here is y is negative 323 equal. We have a to power 0 plus b. Look at this. What we have, we check in previous question. If we have 0 power with any base, that's 1. Right? So we just need this equation. We solve for B because we are looking for B value. So that is my final answer for this. Okay. All right. If you have any questions, please write in a comment, okay? All right. Let's see number 6. It says rectangle. We have geometry figure. Anytime if we have, I will draw figure first. So we have rectangle. It says a length that is 15 times its width. So let's say that is width, and length is 15 times width, right? That's what they give you. So the function y equal 15w times w represent the situation where y is area. So we can see that is area. How we find area? Area equal length times width. Length times width, right? So they give you already this function 15w times w. So what this represent, right? That's the question. What is best interpretation of 15w? The length of the rectangle in feet. That makes sense. That is length. Look at this. So that's it. All right. Next one, we have number 7. We have given function here. We have 3 variables, v, w, and x. And I can see right away here also all options, they give you w equal. So I don't need to read all these things. I will just solve for w, right? So we have v equal negative w over 150x, and I have to just keep w by itself. So we can just remove negative 150x from here. So I can multiply by negative 150x on both sides. Right? So we can just cancel this out, and that will be my answer. Negative 150x v equal w. Or you can see 150 vx equal w. It's both are same. So we have answer choice A. Let's see, number 8. We have 2 equations. What does that mean, right? Whenever we have more than one equation, that means a system. And we can see we have first equation is linear, second is quadratic. So we have non-linear system here. If xy is a solution, would that mean this both graph, if you will draw, they will intersect somewhere? That is solution, right? Maybe we have 2 solutions, maybe 1. So wherever they are intersecting, that's a solution. So what is question here? Which of the following could be of x? So we are looking for just x value of the solution. So you can just enter in calculator and find answer, or we can just see both equation. They give you y equal, so you can just compare that. You can use substitution method, and you can see x cancel, right? Anytime. If we have both sides exactly same, you can see here, you can cancel it out. If you didn't watch my algebra review video for SAT review, click on top, or also I will give you in a description that link so you can watch it. Make sure before your test you will watch, so you will get benefit from that. So now we have x squared equal 1. We have power 2, so we can just do square root. And we are looking for only x value, so we can do square root of x squared is x, and square root of 1 is plus or minus 1. We don't have positive 1, so answer is negative 1. All right, number 9. Which of the following is equivalent to expression? We have all these options. They give you just factor form. So this one is just simple one. We can find factor here is x squared plus 3x minus 10. we can see we have x square coefficient is 1 and we have trinomial. So we can do this cross and find factor. Very simple. I will just write down whatever coefficient of x square and constant with this sign. I will do product. And I will write down right here. 1 times negative 10 is 10. And whatever middle term coefficient, I will write in bottom, which is 3. Now we have to find factor of negative 10, which one sum is positive 3, right? So we can say negative 10. We can start from 1. So negative 10 times 1 is negative 10. If you will add them, you will get negative 9. So that will not work. So we can cross out that. Let's see what other two factor. Negative 5 times positive 2 is negative 10. But if you will add them, you will get negative 3. We need positive 3, right? So what we can do, just sign change. Positive 2 times negative 2 is negative 10. And if you will add positive 3, so that will work. And whenever, sorry, here is 2. Whenever x square coefficient is 1, that will work directly. We can write two factor from here, x plus 5 and x minus 2. We can check. So x plus 5 we have here and x minus 2. So answer choice B. All right, number 10. X squared minus 36, and also we have all like factor form. So we can just find factor. Remember, if we have difference of two perfect square, so what factor we can find? What is square root of x squared? X square root of 36 is 6. So x minus 6 times x plus 6. We have answer choice C. Let's see number 11. Again, we have here is factoring. So whenever we will find factor, we will check GCF. See, we have 3. You can divide by 3 to entire problem here. And also on all these options, you can see 3 here. So that means 3 is GCF. What is left over? X squared plus 7x plus 6. Now even it's easier than before here, right? So we can just do this cross and we can see here 6. 6 times 1 is 6. Middle term coefficient is 7. What two factor of 6? 6 times 1 is 6 and 6 plus 1 is 7. So that will work. So x plus 6 and x plus 1. So we can see here that's a choice. Number 12, we have given is graph. We don't have any label, so that's all right. We don't need to worry about that part. So what it says, they give you here function f. They give you function f, which is this function. So in the xy plane, if the function g not shown, which is this one, what is one possible value of is such that f of a equals g of a. So you can do couple different ways. We can see here is we can check, we can compare this to equation in whatever x value that is your a, or you can draw graph for this one here, and then we can find where they are intersecting. So let's do that. All right. All right. We know how to draw graph of y equal negative x plus 10. I can say y-intercept is 10. That is step 1. So I will look at positive 10 here. And what is slope here? Slope is negative 1. So we can write in a fraction negative 1 over 1. So whenever we have slope negative, we will move down and right. So we can see here, we can move from right from here down 1, right 1. You can do just down 1 again and right 1. Down 1 and right 1. Right? So you can just keep moving and you can connect this all points And you can see this is the point we have, right? So we can see what is my x value here is 1.5. See, we have two boxes. Always remember that's unit. We have first two boxes, it's 1, so we can see we have 3. Right, so it's 1.5. My A is 1.5. All right. Or you can enter this both equations in your calculator and check intersection point. All right. So let's see here. We have again this function. They give you with more variables. And strategy is we have all options h equal, h equal. I don't need to read all this stuff and I will save my couple of seconds. So what I need to do is I just need to solve for h, right? So let's write down VB over VP over 1 minus h. Highlight whatever you need to solve for h, right? We have fraction. Whenever we have fraction, how we can remove this denominator from here? We can just multiply by 1 minus h on both sides. Okay, so that's cancel. And I'll do parenthesis here. All right, now we have here 1 minus h VB equal VP. And then we can use distributive property. HVB equal VP. Now you can subtract VB. And so let me complete that part here. Is negative HVB equal VP minus VB. All right. Now we can see here we can divide by negative VB. Or you can write in this form. Right? So we can see we have H left over equal negative VB, sorry, VP over VB minus 1. Sorry, negative, positive, so positive 1. So we can just flip this 1 minus VP over VB, which is answer choice A. All right, so you just have this strategy. If we have more variable in this, any equation, and check all options, specific variable they solve for. So you just solve, that's it. All right, number 14. Which expression, that's the keyword, equivalent. Which expression are equivalent? So you just simplify whatever you need to. Here we can see we have two parentheses. Right here, most of students, they confuse. They say, what we need to do? I can check here in between two parentheses. We don't have any sign. That means you are multiplying, right? So you have m to 4th power. Here is 1 power, right? So what you need to do, m to 4, m1, you can just combine q to 5, z to negative 1, z cubed. And now we have multiplication with same base. So what we can do with exponent? Add them, right? 4 plus 1 is 5. 4 plus 5 is 9. Negative 1 plus 3 is 2. And right after that, let me give you strategy also here, how quickly you can do. If you remember your exponent property, we can see we have multiplication, right? X to m, x to n. We need to just add exponent m plus n. So I can see if I will compare this first one, m to m 4th power and m to 1 power. If I will just add 4 and 1, I will check right away also. See, I have 4 only here. We don't have anywhere else. So my answer, so 4 plus 1 is 5, right? We have only here. Yes, so that is my answer. That's it. That's all you need to do here. Sometimes you're lucky and you will get answer like that, okay? All right. Number 15. So we can see here, they give you polynomial. Which of the following is a factor of the polynomial above? So we can see we have here 4a squared. I can notice here my first and last term. Both are positive and perfect square. So how we can find factor, or you can see we have square root binomial, right? So we can check that satisfy or not. Let's check here. 20ab plus 25b squared. So I will check square root of this, which is 2a and 5b. It must be product by 2 if it's square of binomial, right? Now we can do product with everything. If you do product in, we have middle term, then yes. So we can check 2a times 2 is 4a. 4a times 5b is 20ab. So yes, we have square of binomial. So we can write square root of 4a square is 2a. Middle term sign, square root of 25b square is 5b. Right? So what we can see here is 2a plus 5b is a factor. All right, let's see next one here. We have expression equivalent to, so we need to simplify, right? It says here x greater than 7, so we don't have to worry about that point right now. We will just think about simplify. We have to find equivalent expression from here. So we can see here on top, look at this. We have x minus 7, that's a common factor. So we can take out GCF. Now what is left over? 8x and minus 3. So we can write 8x minus 3 over. We can find factor again, right? We have GCF is 2. So 2 times x minus 7. Now we have fractions. So remember, we can simplify, right? Cancel out common factor. What is left over is 8x minus 3 over 2, which is answer choice B. And that's it. All right, next one we have the equation above is true for all x where a and b are constant. What is the value of AB? All right, so what we can do here, we have to find AB. So if I will find out AB, where we will get AB? So if you will use distributive property here, a times 5 is 5a x cubed. Then we can see here minus abx squared. Then we have here is plus 4ax. And then you will distribute 3 and check plus 15x squared. And then you have negative 3bx plus 12. All right, and also same time you can check on right hand side. See, we have x cubed, x squared, x and constant. So what we can do, we don't need this. We have abx squared and x squared. We have this two term. We can just combine. We don't need rest of anything because we are looking for just ab, right? So we can check negative abx squared minus 15x squared. I can take out, sorry, plus x squared. So negative ab plus 15x squared. Now you can check x squared coefficient, what it is, negative 9. So we can compare this like this coefficient and make equation equal negative 9. And then we can solve for AB. So subtract 15. And then you divide by negative 1. So answer is 24. So that's it. All right. Number 18. All right. Function is given where b is a constant. B, that's the b. That means it's number. In the xy plane, sorry. The graph of y equal k of x crosses x-axis. What does that mean? Crosses x-axis at 3. So that's the point, right? Whenever graph cross on x-axis at 3, that point will be 3, 0. So we can just plug in and find the value, right? So first thing, k of x is y, right? So we have equation is y equal 2x squared plus bx minus 3. I can plug in x is 3, y is 0. 2 times 3 squared plus 3b minus 3. 0 equal 9 times 2 is 18. 18 minus 3 is 15. Subtract 15 on both sides. So negative 15 equal negative 3b, and then you divide by negative 3. So 5. Answer is 5. Positive 5. Okay. Number 19. Look at this. We have given its graph, right? The figure above shows the graph of the function k. Which of the following is greater than k of 1? So k of 1, what does that mean? That is your x value. It says greater than 1. So my y value for this is, y value must be greater than, right? So we can find out first thing, wherever my x is 1, what is y value? We can see that is y value. So we are looking for greater than. That means above that line. So k of negative 3, let's see, k of negative 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Where is your graph? Right here, right? So that's the point. That's my y value is greater than k of negative 1. So answer choice A. All right. Number 20. Next, we're playing the graph of the function g has x-intercept keyword, right? Which of the following could define g? Sorry for. Okay. All right. So we have here is, we have 4 x-intercept, and we need to figure that out what function will be, right? So what we can do, we can write factor out of that. So you can see x equal negative 5, x equal negative 2, x equal 2, and x equal 5. And then we can make factor from here, x plus 5, x plus 2, x minus 2, and x minus 5. So that function, it could be any power on any factor, but it has to be this 4 factor. Let's see. See, we have only 2, so not answer choice A, not B. Third one, we can see we have x minus 5, x plus 2. It could be any power, so answer choice C. Okay. Number 21, we have to find equivalent expression. What does that mean? We have to simplify. So we can see we have subtraction. Do you know what is the rule of subtraction of 2 polynomial, right? We have to change sign of second polynomial. So we have a cubed minus 3a squared plus 2ab squared minus b cubed. Now we have subtract. So we have to change all the signs. So this one will be positive. This one here is negative, so it will become plus 3a squared b. This one will become also plus, and this one will be plus. All right. So now what we can see, if you will combine, right? Here is 1a cube, 1a cube. Which one will give you 2a cube? And same time, you can check. We have only here. That's your answer. We don't have anywhere else. In middle part, you can just cancel this out, and if you want to check whole thing, 4ab squared. Okay. Number 22. Which of the following equivalent? Again, we are looking for equivalent, so we can find factor here. We have difference of two perfect square. Now you must know how to find factor of this. So 16b square, what is square root of that? 4b minus square root of 4a square, which is 2a, and 4b plus 2a. They didn't take out any GCF, so we will just start like that. So we have this factor right here. Number 23. Again, what we are looking for. Okay, so we have these two polynomial. We have subtraction and multiplying by 3 on both polynomial. And we will get this form ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d, where a, b, c, d are constant. It could be any number. Only we are looking for c value, right? So real quick, what you can do, c value we are looking for. So here is the trick. C we have only here, right? So if you will do product, in which term you will get with coefficient x. So if you will check here, see this will give you x. And this you will get x. And we have minus here, remember that, right? So none of that, you will get x. So I will just use that. 3 times negative x is negative 3x. Here is minus, and we have negative 3x times negative 5x. That's how you can think, or you can change sign. So now you can see negative 3x plus 15x is 12x, right? So that's your C. That's your answer. Whatever x coefficient, that is your C. That's what we have questioned. So we can say C equal 12. Number 24, we have here given is function. What is the value of f of negative 1? This is simple one. You can just do it, plug in and get your answer. F of negative 1. 7 times negative 1 square plus 3 times negative 1, right? Now, once you plug in with any function, any number, after that, you remember you have to follow order of operation. So negative 1 square is 1 times 7 is 7. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Answer is 4. Also, you can do in calculator. So let me show you this piece. I can just copy from this, and we are looking for f of negative 1. So let me clear this. I will make sure, delete all, right? So I will just enter as it is. In second one, I can click here, and we are looking for f of negative 1. And that's your answer, negative 17. But look at this. What happened here? It came as x squared, so I had to do parenthesis. So answer is 4. And if you will check on this, you will get this point. Here's, yeah, exact point. You can see negative 1, 4. All right. So either way you can do it, but you have to remember, you have to follow order of operation. All right. Now we have two functions given, f and g. And we are looking for this. So again, we can do in calculator, or you can plug in. All right, so let me do this in calculator. I will show you. So make sure we will delete all. So I can do here. Remember, I have to enter, I have to copy down correctly, remember, okay? Otherwise, wrong answer. And in your SAT test, you cannot, they don't allow copy directly from your test. So you have to type everything. Once you type, make sure you type everything correctly. All right, f of 5. And then we have to find f of 5 minus g of 6. Enter third one. All right, so answer is 35. All right. Any question here? All right. So let's see here. Either way you can do it. You can plug in or you can find answer from calculator. All right. What we are looking for here. What is keyword? Sum of two polynomial. Always I will focus on keyword. Sum of two polynomial. So I had to add them. Sum, that means you just combine like terms. That's it. So if you will combine like terms, what you will get 2x squared plus 3x squared, 5x squared. Negative 1 plus 2 is plus 1x minus 3. Now what is question here? That is in standard form, right? Ax squared plus bx plus c. If you compare with this, what is your A? A is 5, B is 1, and C is negative 3. We are looking for sum of that number, right? So 5 plus 1 plus negative 3. So 6 minus 3 is 3. And that's it. So either way you can do it, okay? Next, we have exponent property. All right, so we know what is our property are. It looks like this. What you do when you have something like this, we do product. It's power of power, right? So we do x power m times n. Same thing we need to do. Then we will check all options. See here, b, whatever exponent, 3, 4. Sometimes like student confused from fraction. Just do little by little, write neat and clean. So you can write fraction properly. We have multiplication of fraction. So you can write on a side and think about simplify. So we have multiplication of fractions, so we reduce. We can divide by 3. This one we can divide by 2. So what is left over is 1 times 1 is 1, 3 times 2 is 6. So we found b to power 1 over 6, right? So if you want to write, see, they give you in radical. So if you want to write in radical, how we can? So that is your radican, b. We have denominator is 6. That goes index here. And power 1, if we have power 1, generally we don't write. So answer choice D. Okay. Number 28, we have, they give you graph. The figure above shows the graph of function. For question is how many values of x between negative 4 and 4, g of x equal 3. So let's see what does that mean. G of x equal 3. So that is my x value, that is y value. Right? Now it says they give you some range. X is in between negative 4 and 4. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4. So we have to check in between these two. Now we are looking for how many values of x between negative 4 and 4, g of x equal 3. So we are looking for x value when y is 3. So I will check 1, 2, and 3. I will just draw line. See, that is y equal 3 at this point, right? So we have two intersection point on this graph. So we have two x value. What x value? It doesn't matter. Question is how many. So we will just, our answer is 2. Number 29. All right. So we have let function f of g be defined as this. And given is g of 4 equals 7. Find g of 7. So what does this mean is we have given is point. Whatever g of f of k of h of, that is your x. And that is your y value. So first thing we can plug in and we can solve for k. All right, so we can do 7 equal. See, that is your y. Right, so 7 equal k over 4. And now we can solve for k, so we can multiply by 4. So 28 equal k. So we found that. Now we can plug in back here. So we will get equation in variable x. So 28 over x. Now we can find g of 7. So g of 7. So what we are doing, we are just plug in x is 7 equal 28 over 7 is 4. That's it. That's the answer. All right. Number 30 is little tricky one. So we can see f of x equal this function. We have exponential function. F is defined by this given equation. The equation can be rewritten. So rewritten, that means what? It's similar. You can compare. See, that's that mean. We have two equations rewritten. That means compare, right? That's the keyword here. Where P is constant. Which of the following is closest to value of P? Right? So we can compare. See, both function name is f of x. Right? So we can compare on both sides. So we can write 1.84 power is x to fourth power equal 1 plus p over 100 x. All right, so in this entire equation, now you need to solve for x. So I can see we have two variables. So how we can solve for x and we have all answers, so it's number. Right, so I can just do little trick here. I can write, see if I will, anyway, if we have exponential equation, we will try to make same exponent, right? So that's what we can try to do it. We can rewrite this is 1.84 power is 1/4 to x. So that's what we can write. What means of x to fourth power is exactly this. Right? So we can do that. 1 plus p over 100 to power x. Now we can enter in calculator and it says closest, not exactly. So you can do 1.84 power 1/4. We can just do in calculator. Let's see. 1 point, we can delete everything. And we can do 1.84 power, right? Exponent. So we have 1/4. So that's number 1.164. So we can take 1.165, right? 1.165 we can write. So we can write 1.165 to power x. Now we have same exponent. We have same exponent, so we can compare inside whatever bases. We can compare here. And then you can see here 1.65 equal 1 plus p over 100. So we subtract 1, so we'll get 0.60. No, give me 1 second. Yeah, if we subtract 1, let me check on calculator. I'm writing correctly. 1.165. Yeah, 1.165. Sorry about that. It's 1.165. So we can see if you subtract 1, you will get 0.165. And then you multiply by 100 on both sides. So we'll get 16.5 is P. So my answer choice is 16. So P is 16. So that's it. We did 30 questions. I hope this video will help you. In next video will be third one. Okay, so passport in advance. All right, so if you like this video, please like and subscribe and share with your friends. Any questions you have, whatever next video you want to me make, please write in a comment. You will learn so many different strategies. Good luck for your test on Saturday.